Hello, hello, dear beloveds. I think we are all good here. Just making sure, I like to check my tech before I start chatting away and discover I'm only talking to myself. I think, yes, we are live, and I'm like a minute or two early. So I feel like before I kind of get too chatty, I'm just going to, talk to you a little bit about what I'm doing here live today. This has been a bit of a kind of a sleeper thing for me, I guess, in the background of a lot of busyness going on in the Institute right now, in the work of taking our programs online and the changes we've been required to make as a result of the pandemic. As all of us, we're pivoting in our businesses, we're having to be agile and responsive. But before all of that started, we were interviewing for our 2020 intake for the postgraduate program. And if you don't know, the Institute is a tertiary institute. So that means that we want to take women who want to go beyond the kind of undergraduate level of the training, which is the third level, into another phase, which we call the Postgraduate Diploma in Spiritual Directorship. And this qualification is really the inner sanctum of the Institute. Our postgrads are the leaders of the Institute, and we have a current group, our very first group of 12, who are about to finish. They're coming up very close to the end of their 18-month program. And we are beginning our next intake July 27. And we have spent the last few months wrapping up the interviews. It is an interview process, and really considering, all the different elements of who would work for this group, and really limiting the numbers for this group as well, which has been a big part of my commitment to ensuring that I'm as available as possible, because we do very, very deep work. This is the deep work of creating not just a group of women who will be qualified spiritual directors, but also those who are willing to go to the level of creating a movement out of their service and going beyond the known of what God wants of them, and really going into that in the fullest possible way. And it's exciting. And what's really beautiful is that it's open to any woman who has graduated from the third level. So really this group is intergenerational. They're not all from the same third level group. And yeah, so today I'm going to let you know, we have announced, of course, Shanae Carey as one of these 9 glorious women. Shanae is the recipient of the Beck Tamaccio Scholarship in honour of our beautiful sister Beck, who passed away at the beginning of this year. And so in order to honour her legacy, we made that scholarship available to any of the women who were interviewing, and Chenae was our recipient. But we have 8 other glorious women to introduce you to, and today I gave them no warning, and I said, look, I'm going to be going live. I want to make this announcement. If anyone wants to join me, please do. And I have someone in the waiting room right now who is going to join me, so she can be our first announcement. We'll wait for her to pop up on the screen, and then she can help me announce all her sisters, some of whom she may know. I'm not sure how much talking, I don't know how much talking they've been doing amongst themselves. I'm not sure if they know who each other are, but we now can announce that this glorious woman, Brooke Hunt, is one of our glorious 9 postgraduate priestesses for 2020. Congratulations, beautiful woman.
Oh, thank you so much, Ricky. Oh my goodness. I am so excited.
Me too. And I'm so grateful that you're here hanging out with me. As I said, I literally was like, oh, I'm going to make the announcement today. Oh, I better send them an email to let them know. I'm like, no time. I gave anybody to add time, but we'll be going live together a lot in the future. So my darling, I am so excited. So you are, let's say, you're number 2. So we know we have Shanae Carey. We have the gorgeous Brooke Hunt, who is, really your zone of genius right now is in the intersections of abundance and financial, particularly through the financial measure of abundance, but really at that intersection of spirituality. And you probably describe it better than I do.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely spot on. Yeah, it is absolutely the energetic and the practical. We can sit on our meditation mat all day and hope things change, and unless we're doing the practical, it doesn't. And the same, we can be doing the practical if we're not working on the energetic, nothing changes. So it's absolutely intersecting those two and understanding the huge role that energetic and spirituality play in our abundance, and especially being able to be of service. I see so many gorgeous women who have the most amazing services to bring to the world, and they've got those blocks to money, which is stopping them being the greatest, bringing their work into the world. And that's what I'm just so passionate about.
Yes, please. Yes, please. No more poor light workers. And that, I'm right there with you, because it's, the prayer we use, increase my power to serve. It's like, you can't be impoverished and be powerful, because the world we live in requires us to have financial abundance to do things.
It does. And I've just got that vision of having heart-centered women ruling the world with money, because money is power. They go hand in hand, and imagine that world.
Yeah,
that's what I'm holding. That's my intention, and I'm holding that vision.
Yay. And the postgraduate program, of course, is the container in which we will scaffold you to really take that vision out and, to get congruent. And that's the work, of course, as you say, it's not just the action we take in 3D, it's not just what we do in 5D, but it's how we bring it all together and be the demonstration. And I'm excited, my darling. So let's bring our next sister in who's waiting. It may just be the three of us, but we will announce our third sister to join the postgraduate program is the glorious Kiera West. Gorgeous Kiera. Hello, beautiful. I'm going to unmute you. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you once again. I'm so grateful to those of you who are like, oh shit, Ricky wants me to hang out with her on Friday. Quick. How many? We're now up to like 8 children who are currently being neglected from their home.
Yeah, at least.
No, that's all right. There's someone out there with my children. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's Friday. So congratulations, beautiful Kiera. You are the third sister that we're announcing, Shanae, Carey, Brooke Hunt, and Kiera. And Kiera, your work is really evolving through the idea of creative expression. And oh, that was a funny noise. And you are, you're really at an exciting stage, because you're just finishing up the third level right now, yes?
I am, yes. So very, very close. And trying not to burn myself out in the weight of the finish. I'm holding on to it's a marathon, not a race, and I can see the finish line there. So it's lots of things that I'm itching at the seams to hit the ground running with. It's I'm qualified as a third level priestess mystic leader.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see how that's going to evolve with postgrad as well. It just was a no-brainer. I fell in love with the Institute's out-of-the-box education, and I consider myself very much an academic, an out-of-the-box academic. And so I'm excited to see how my service is going to completely accelerate and evolve in the postgrad. So
I'm really excited for you too. And it is, it's a big leap to go straight from the third level to the postgrad, but we do make that option available, and there are a number of your sisters now who are completing the program who did make that leap. And I think it's a really powerful thing to have that continuation of it. It's powerful to have the break as well, and I'm sure, Brooke, you would say that a shit ton has happened for you in the space between finishing now. But I think it's there's no right or wrong way to do it, and I we do make that available because, of course, the program's, unlike the third level, it's only offered every 18 months. So it's not really like you have to wait a really long time if you're going to be able to do it. Don't worry, my kids are walking into right now. I'm like, I'm being very spiritual. Go away. But I'm so delighted. But I think we should let the rest of the sisters out of the bag. So I don't know if you all know. Have you all do you know who the others are? Brooke's nodding. Yeah. Have you guys connected, or are you having a little secret messaging to each other?
A couple back at but not everyone. Your email yesterday was a bit there was some on your email. I was like, oh, I thought, but it was still exciting.
Amazing. Well, let's reveal the rest, and then we'll, of course, the announcement. Oh, we've got one more sister coming, so she'll reveal herself to us. So we're going to see who number 4 is as she pops up on our screen. We have the glorious Karen Swenson, who I love this so much because I know, Karen, that a big part of you being in this program is because of your big sister, Brooke. And I am very excited that you two will now get to go on this journey together.
Yes, it's so exciting.
And congratulations. And thank you for making the call as well. As I said, I gave nobody any notice. It was like, we're doing this, it's happening. Yeah, or you're frozen a little bit, but hopefully you can hear me talking at you.
Yes, I may be in a bit of a poor internet area spot as I'm on the side of the road on the way to school run.
I am so grateful even more that you're here then, but I think it's beautiful because rather than me just having to say your name, you appeared like magic on the screen. So yeah, so I think, you know, when you were considering coming into the program, I think Brooke's experience and getting to speak to her about it was a really big part of your decision to commit. And now coming into the postgrad, I'm sure you two have had a few conversations.
Yes, one or two.
One or two, yeah. I do love that about this sisterhood, is that it really, you know, I wrote a post today about the fact that I, as a fierce mother in the Institute, I raise leaders, and that's no small task. It's like as if I could ever tell you what I thought was right. I mean, your fierceness in each of you making this commitment it's coming from within you, and you know, it's big. It's a big commitment, but you're all ready for it. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Big honor, and I can't wait. It's very surreal still. But yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think that's why because it's a bit of a slow burn. Like this has a really long process. We do the interviews. There's lots of, you know, conversation and preparation, and it's all been going on in the background so beautifully. And you've all just been causing me so little trouble. God bless you all. And, you know, there's been some really big challenges, of course, taking the third level online and all of those sort of things. And I guess I just got to the point where I'm like, you know what, I really want to give you all the attention, and now we're all at this point where we can share this information publicly, and you know, the internet will get sick of hearing about you because I'm going to make sure they do a lot, but right now we can be in total celebration mode. So let's reveal, let's see if someone else drops in now, let's reveal who the sisters who are not here. We know Shanae, Carey, of course, who we announced a few weeks ago, well, a month ago now. It was actually on I think around the last full moon. We also have I've got everyone's full names here, the beautiful Tereasa Spencer. And Tereasa is, what I love is the auntie to Christy Jameson, who is a current postgraduate priestess. So we've got not just intergenerational sisters, but aunties and nieces. We have and Tereasa's in Queensland, the amazing Tosca Grainger-Dee, who is just such ray of light, also in Queensland, and just such a source of joy to me. The beautiful Sandra Amalfi, who is based in Melbourne, and we have our only international sister, Elisha. Halpin is our Pennsylvania-based postgraduate priestess, and it will be just such a joy having her as well in the you know, maybe we can all go on retreat in the US when they stop having a big pandemic there. You know, maybe she should come to us. Actually, that probably makes more sense, doesn't it? She can come to us and hibernate with us. And we have Dr. Niikee Schoendorfer, who is also based in Queensland. We've got quite a number of You're in Queensland, Kiera, so we've got quite a number. And all of you together just are such a dynamic, fascinating group of women. I look at you all, I'm looking at the image now, which is why I keep looking over here, and we'll be sharing that publicly. You've seen the image, and it will be going out in the newsletter that's coming out in about 15 minutes. But I just look at you and I just think, oh my goodness, what if, like, proud mama moment of just like, what a dynamic group of women. None of you are going to do the same thing. Like none of you are. You're all going to be creating something so unique. And so does that all light you up? Do you, any of you, like, I've never met her, I've never talked to her. Is anyone brand new to you?
There's a few of the sisters, I think, who are graduated in Karen's intake.
Yes.
I think, which was the 6 months after me. Yes. So there was a few new faces and a few new names. Yeah. But majority, yes, of the sisters. Niikee was in my intake of the third level. So excited. And yes, Kiera, Tosca, Chenae, Karen, I know all those glorious ladies. So yeah, there's always a couple of new ones for me though, but I'm excited to get to know them better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the beauty. Kiera, you go ahead, darling.
Yes, I'm sorry if my computer makes weird noises as well. It's in the process of being repaired. But yeah, no, I think there was just a couple who I am not like intimately familiar with. I've seen them in the online space. But I am very familiar with Brooke, Tosca, and Shanae, and also Karen and I have been speaking. So and it's just, I agree, when I looked at that photo, it's just like, wow, it's just even the alchemy of what is to come from, you know, that square of those 9 faces is just so exciting. So
yeah, I agree. Karen, anyone in there you were like, I'm excited to get to know that?
Well, besides one person from our level last year, they're all my accountability sisters from last year. So, it was incredible that they've all just, we're all together and we're connecting. So, and yes, I've been a beautiful dear friend of Brooke's for so long. She's one of my closest, and Kiera and I just recently, and Dr. and Chenae, I've shared a sadhana with for 40 days. So I'm just feeling incredibly blessed that I have these beautiful connections with these ladies already. And I can feel the strength of what we can offer and how we can offer. Like I said, we're all so different, but it's so incredibly exciting.
Yes, it is. I agree. And here we've got Shanae, who's known about her place for a month. And of course, all the women have known about their place, but not been able to share the celebration with your sisters. So congratulations, darling Shanae. Again, it's been a month, I realized, since we made your announcement, and you've been just having to kind of like sit back. And I was like, have you all been hanging out and trying to connect and figure out who each other is, and, you know, or is it just been a little bit of connecting going on?
I've definitely had a few conversations trying to work it out.
I love it. It's not like we're trying to be obtuse, but, you know, it's not my job to, like, I'm revealing confidential things and when people want to know. And so I really was trying to be respectful and just kind of, you know, let you all find each other. So how are you feeling now you're getting to hang out with your sisters publicly, Shanae, not just hanging on your own?
Oh, excited to know who they are. And just like the others who are here live, I've connected with actually all of them that are here at the moment in different ways and shapes. The beautiful Kiera and Tosca have both actually supported me in my version of the Initiate program live. Karen and I were hanging out just last week talking about stuff online and did the sadhana together, and Brooke and I have been clients of one another on and off, and I'm doing her money healing mastermind at the moment. So the love is going round and around. And there's a few others who I know fairly well. Elisha, obviously, I hung out with in Tuscany, which was just a delight to meet her. And then there's a few who I haven't really spent any time with, so I'm looking forward to meeting them.
Amazing. Oh, I know, it's so exciting. And what about you, Tosca? How are you feeling, my darling? Congratulations.
Thank you. I am pumped and super excited to be with this glorious, magnificent 9. I am just so bubbling with joy. It is so awesome. And I know all of these beautiful ladies, so happy times. It's going to be a magnificent journey.
I think when I introduced you before you came on, I said, she is just joy. There's just pure joy pouring out of this woman. And you are now proving my point here. Oh, look, we're growing in numbers. The gorgeous Elisha is here. What time? It's very late, very early. What time is it? It's like 9:15.
Almost.
No, look at me. I'm learning how to do I think there's about 14 hours between us right now. So congratulations, beautiful, our international postgrad, our only international postgrad sister. We've decided you have to move to us so we can protect you from the world at the moment.
I think that's a great plan. I'm on board with that. I think so.
I think we're just going to get you in residence in Australia. I'm not sure how your husband would feel about that, or like your job or whatever, but whatever. We're bringing you to us.
I think, you know, we're practicing surrender here, so I think he'll be good.
And how are you feeling about all of this, my darling?
I am so excited, and opening the email and seeing the pictures, like I knew a few of the sisters, of course, because of being in, we're, you know, my class, which we're repping strong. And then me, I was like, what a glorious group to be with. Like, I'm so in love with us already. I cannot wait. I mean, just, oh my God, the power, the magic, the beauty. It's just, I'm so excited. So excited.
Yeah. I 100% agree. And as I say, I really felt so ready for us to go public. Like, you know, there's been, you know, we have to do all the back end stuff and get everybody where they need to be and all the rest of it. But it just felt like this is a cause for celebration, and you can't even know how much joy you've brought me, even when I haven't been in contact with you. Just going into my project in Asana called Postgrad 2020 and just looking at your names, whilst it feels like so much of the world has been crumbling down, and knowing this was the future. This is what, you know, when the world begins to open up again, this is what we'll be doing. We'll be launching into this, and it just feels like such a gift to me and I also just really want to honor the courage to make a decision to come into this program right now. It might have seemed like a really obvious decision, and then a pandemic happened, and then it's like you've stayed the course. Like you've remained committed to that decision. In most cases, you'd made that decision beforehand. Not all. There were some that we were like, and that's cool. That's part of the journey. But I really, really feel like just knowing that you existed has got me through so many heavy times. So thank you. We have one more sister. Shanae's gone out of focus. I've never seen that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, beautiful Tereasa, my gorgeous sister. Congratulations, beautiful woman.
Thank you.
So grateful you could join us.
Yes, I just got the link from Karen. I was a bit unsure. I didn't realize it was all happening like this. So
this is Ricky has ideas, and she's like, hey, let's do the thing with no notice, and everyone's like, okay. So I'm grateful to you coming at us from your glorious bus. Tereasa was traveling around Australia when the pandemic arrived and hightailed it back to Queensland, but I love that we do all our calls on the bus still.
Yes. Life has just totally flipped around, but as a result of that, this has come up. So I think that was quite amazing.
It's an incredible story Tereasa shared with me of you know, I don't want to kind of betray any confidence, but it really was really because of the pandemic. I think that that we got you, because I think life was sort of taking you in another direction. So I'm kind of grateful for God's intervention. But how are you feeling when you got that email? There are a number of sisters here that you know, and some that obviously will be less familiar to you.
Yes, no, I know the sisters from the third level. I know them, and the others, I have seen them in the online space, but I actually haven't personally met them. So that's very exciting. It is
very exciting, and we're going to be, you know, spending a lot of time together, and it's a very different program to the third level, but of course the third level has prepared you, and that's why it is the postgraduate program. You can't come into this, you can't qualify as the spiritual director without having walked the path of the third level, because that shared experience unites you. Even if you have never talked to one another, you know that you have a sister there, and there's this level of understanding that we can now build upon. We don't have to go back to those kind of understanding the foundational stuff. We can really just take off now. And I know that your big sisters who are coming to the end of their time in their intake, this program is so dynamic and so wide ranging. And, you know, if the third level's a marathon, I don't know, this is an ultra marathon, maybe is a good description for it, because it's the phases of growth, I think, are, you're far more aware, but there's more time and there's more challenge. Like what I expect from you, believe it or not, is even more fierce. And, you know, you're here because I know you can show up to that. And you've said to me, I want to create a movement. I want to be leading a revolution, and I'm going to hold you to that commitment. And that's going to look different for every one of you. And when I look at the 9 all together, so we just don't have with us live Niikee, and I think, who else don't we have with us? Did we just lose someone?
Sandra's not here.
And Sandra's not here as well. So we're, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, all getting all my baby ducks in a row. Count all the babies. Don't leave without all the babies. You know, we're just going to bring such different energy into the group and into the world. But your role as a leader of the Institute and Party in a Sanctum is, you know, I'm right there with you. I'm journeying with you on this, and your growth is part of my growth and vice versa. And I think there's a level of intimacy and trust, and it's really cool. And I think you're going to show me what will happen as much as me showing you. Yeah, it's good. We're feeling good. It's Friday celebration time. Friday. We can all go public with this now and share it like crazy. The newsletter is 7 minutes away from going out into the world, so everyone will know who you are. And of course, I'm hoping we'll have lots more opportunities to get together like this and to share what we're doing, and really to show everyone what's possible and get curious about it all. So any final thoughts, anything anyone wants to say or add or share or
Yeah, you're like Shanae, just a lot of love for you all. I'm so excited. Just can't wait. Thank you, Ado. Seriously, it's going to be epic.
Yes.
I just think it's so exciting because there's like you said, with the third level, like we have this common ground, we have this common foundation, but we are also specifically different. I think it's just glorious. And it's one of the things that drew me to the Institute and to choosing to make this my home. And it's that we welcome all of our aspects. And while we train in these really specific ways and we have this really fierce high standard, we also you have welcomed, Ricky, the ability to be able to make space for all different kinds of flavors and voices and you know, ideas and interpretations and all of these aspects. And I just love that you make space for all of our expressions and that you really honor who we are without expecting us all to look like you or to express the work in the same way. And I just can't wait to see what like amazing, fierce, glorious things we create from this. It just feels like this is the time, and like I am so like we're like a force to be reckoned with, and I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. I feel like we need capes and like super tiaras, because I just feel like this is like we are gonna change the world, and like this is it, sisters.
I love it. They'll be in the welcome pack, of course, like your cape and tiara. I thought you said we just need cake. I'm like, oh, we do. Where's the cake? That's what we need. Thank you, Elisha. I just love you. I love every word. And you articulate, I'm like, yes, that's what we are. That's what we're doing here. So thank you for sharing that. Anybody else want to add anything finally before I let you all go off and enjoy your Friday or Thursday night celebrations? There may be cake. I don't know. Nope, we're all feeling good. Thank you then, my darling sisters. Thank you for joining me. I thought I might be on my own. I'm very glad I wasn't. It's much more fun doing it together. And we'll, you know, be hanging out heaps more soon. And yeah, let's just, go celebrate us. Enjoy this moment inside a very strange world. This is a moment of absolute sheer joy. So yeah, so much love to you all. Bye.
Bye.